Coming up, live coverage of this. Tuesday night NBA game here on and a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Towns outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
2 teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the 2nd round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough. This guy has continued to work hard every year and turned himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Towns outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, they can't miss, 4 for 4. and warming up the burner.
And Allie LaForge spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
Thank you for that, Allie. Brunson passes to Robinson, and for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Anunoby.
After nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed going downhill.
Right side, Brunson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Maxey. Drummond controls the rebound and the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Brunson against Maxey. Robinson passes to Brunson. Towns with the ball. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with a 4.
To the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Chalk up 2 there.
Great concentration from Robinson there. Good work to accept the contact and then keep working through it.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Maxey with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Oubre against Bridges from outside the arc. Oubre can't hit. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So it's the Knicks now. Brunson on the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now, guys don't want to guard someone like Jalen Brunson who just keeps coming.
Here's Maxey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Sixers ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that and get out quick.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. George out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Embiid in at the center position. And Brunson, here we go. 2 points. That one goes. Brunson's got 8 points.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around, makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Embiid. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Kicks it out Towns. Fires from deep. Paul George pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Embiid. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
George with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Embiid with some arc. Out to Oubre. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Oubre's got his first 2 points of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Bridges passes to Towns. Now Brunson. Maxey covering. Kicks it out Towns. Releases. New York again can't hit.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, BA. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
27.
Oubre passes to Drummond. Back to Oubre. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Embiid finds Oubre. Shoots over Robinson. The putback. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Nails it from 3. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
And stolen by Brunson. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Second, the Knicks.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And let him hear it. About inception gets teachers on their way. Let me hear you. Making us move nicely. That was your Knicks City Dancer.
The Sixers lead by 8. George, a screen on Brunson. And it's Maxey missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Right side Oubre. Embiid against Brunson. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.59 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Maxey, 6 to shoot.
He's lost some of the momentum he had earlier. The defense is really clamping down on him now.
Here's Brunson outside. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre finds Embiid. Now Maxey. Back to Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Now Drummond. Now here's Embiid. Robinson defending. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Three-pointer, Bridges. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Bridges, a screen on Maxey. Bridges outside. Here's Brunson. And that's not going to go. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Difference in this game is they're extending possessions.
Yeah, frustrating the opponent with second chance points. That can wear a team down.
And now, not a bad. Thanks for joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Achua is out there with Josh Hart. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Sims in at the center position. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Hart against Martin. To the wing, right side. Lets it fly from 18. Nice jump shot. McBride's got his first points of the night.
Great look, courtesy of Achua.
The Sixers lead by 11. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Martin a screen. Here's Gordon. Back to Martin. Achua with a steal.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play. And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Really hard to teach that. Nice skill by Martin to finish through the defender.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Knicks trail by 14. It's Hart on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. Achua with a screen on Martin. Hart on the take. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
A reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
Gordon outside. Martin outside. From downtown. Fires in the triple. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Shamet. Sinks the tray.
Nice job by the team to set up Shamet on that play.
The Sixers lead by 10.
76ers lead, 49.
Gordon on the wing. No made baskets yet. Martin a screen. Shot is good by Gordon.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
McBride passes to Hart. And the Knicks, another 3.
Hart does a little bit of every... thing on the offensive defensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the three.
Martin, right side. Out to the right wing. Lowry, the pass to Martin.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Lowry. Tight defense on him. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 5 now.
What focus from Martin, not allowing the defense to even get to him.
Martin with a screen on Lowry. Here's McBride, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. They set the pick. Shamet passes to Sims, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Martin misses. Knicks trail by 9. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Here's Hart driving to the basket, and he dunks it down.
What a dunk from Hart, showing off his athleticism there.
Here's Gordon, and Gordon with the big finish.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Hart goes in. Here's Sims. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
Gordon, the pass to Martin. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown. Martin's got his second bucket of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
For 3, Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game.
You can just tell how steady Eric Gordon is and confident in his ability.
A nice shot by McBride. McBride's gotten his second bucket.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
51-50.
Gordon, the pass to Martin. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Martin Jr. at the line. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter here. Left side Brunson. Anunoby passes to Robinson. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And this will be a second. Trip to the free throw line.
No foul. Third team foul.
Free throw good, Robinson.
At the line, 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Philadelphia ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Joel Embiid is out there with Kenyon Martin. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. And he makes it.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Knicks trail by 10. Now here's Anunoby for 3. Bridges sinks it from distance.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
57.
Anunoby, a screen on Maxey. Back to Anunoby. takes it inside, and it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Right side, Anunoby. Pass to Towns. And he commits the intentional foul. New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Drummond's checked in for Martin. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Well, so far the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikel is teaching them.
Maxey surveys. Pass to George. Maxey with a screen on Anunoby. Maxey against Hart. Maxey attacking. And he gets the bucket. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, converting through contact there. Maxey's showing great body control.
Towns a screen on Oubre. Bridges passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Maxey and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Towns with the ball, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Jacks up a 3. Towns can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Drummond finds Oubre. Robinson with a steal. Towns for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Hard against Maxey. George outside. Embiid a screen on Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to George. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
Anytime George gets the chance from 3, if he's in a rhythm, he's going to knock it down.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Lets it fly. And again, the Knicks missing.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Was unable to do so.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
For 3, Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the 76ers.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Joel Embiid.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Oh, something else, man! Wow.
And make it happen.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Here's Drummond.
76ers lead.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
First team foul.
The kick out to Maxey. 4-3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. And they hard alley, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill.
and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final hello and welcome, everyone. Thank so much. Much for joining us on this. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard out there with Wright, and it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for New York, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Robinson, then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Hits it from three-point range. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And it's Lillard missing.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Bridges, makes it off the glass. Bridges got 5 points so far.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Stolen by Robinson. Anunoby with it. Lillard picks him up. Right against Anunoby. Brunson outside. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's Brunson, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound, and Robinson throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions away, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Lillard from outside. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 3. Bridges inside. Kumbo's there.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Steps back. Here's Lillard. Good D by Anunoby.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Towns a screen on right. Brunson, left side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 5. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. And Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks in clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thanks, David. And Brunson, here we go. Towns, the pass to Anunoby. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Lillard, and he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 6.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Anunoby with the screen for Brunson. New York again turning it over.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. 19th in three-point field goal percentage. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And one of the better three-point shooters in the league last season. And as you said, he was really good from out deep practically every time we saw him play.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And here's Brunson outside. Robinson a screen on right. Bridges outside. Pulls up, high post.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Creek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here's Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Pass to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision-making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Sinks the three-pointer. Anunoby's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Lopez, no luck. New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Brook Lopez third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson being aggressive.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Pass to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges inside. Lopez covering. Bridges misses. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And Wright kicks to Lillard. Lopez, a screen on Anunoby. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Bucks trail by 10. Drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. Robinson a screen on Lillard. And here's Brunson outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Brunson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Lillard misses. New York leading by 13. It's up a 3. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Robinson's got his 2nd basket of the game. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Watch out below. When Middleton rises up like that, remarkable at punching it down on him.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Brunson surveying the D. Towns wide open. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Hey, a confident shooter like Towns doesn't need any time to get a shot up.
Lillard the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 11 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and it's full throttle all day.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans,
Checking out New York, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the New York Knicks.
Their ability to.
And that is.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Gary Trent is out there with Jackson. Then there's Prince. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Outside Jackson. Trent outside. Poked away. Payne with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Here's McBride. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here's Prince outside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
McBride passes to Hart. Driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 13. The dive for the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Landry Shamet's checked in for Payne.
now into the lineup for your New York Knicks.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Trent kicks to Jackson. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 15. In the corner, Shamet with it. Back to Achua. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
Gary Trent Jr.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Knicks now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Hart, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Prince finds Trent. It's deflected. Now, here's Achua. Defended by Trent. Shamet. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot. Shamet's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Trent passes to Portis. Here's Connaughton. No good, unable to end this run. Knicks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's Shamet missing.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Nice shot by Portis.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Pass to Hart. Back to McBride. An easy 2 points on the layup. McBride's got 6 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Prince has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
A shake. Shamet on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart driving in. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Portis. It's Prince on the wing. Portis sets the pick for Prince. Back to Portis. Kicks it out to Prince. Offline with his 3. The Knicks leading by 14. Inside, here's Sims in a strong finish with 2 hands.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
To the inside. To the right side. Connaughton passes to Portis. No good on the triple. Gets it off. He's off on that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks out front. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going.
Most of their points are layups. Second.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out ahead. They've got Robinson. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Towns finds Brunson. A 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Look at Lillard rising up there. Wow, didn't know you had that, Dame.
Here's Brunson. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Ball.
A wide open look here for Wright. Giannis kicks to Wright. Lopez passes to Wright. Lopez a screen. And Wright, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, a nice drive that time from Wright. The defense didn't have a chance to counter.
Brunson outside. 2 points. That one goes. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And Lillard kicks to Wright. Fires the 3. Damian Lillard, and that's good. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, Lillard's focus and intensity, top shelf tonight. What a performance.
The kick out to Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
Middleton dishes to Lillard. No good from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
60-42.
Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard the pass to Wright. Lillard outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And yes, it's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle on their offensive end.
Shot to stop the run. And it's right missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. To the left side wing. Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Lillard against Anunoby. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Nobody near Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bucks.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, barring any major changes to their team. I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Towns down low. Giannis is there. Here's Brunson. The shot from the low post is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Anunoby. And the shot goes in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Stolen by Anunoby. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but
So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis. Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Jacks up a three. He buries it from three.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
Embiid, a screen on Wright. Maxey passes to Embiid. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
George for three. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Now here's Lillard. He had 25 points in his last game. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game. Lillard, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
About a minute played here so far in the first. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game. Philadelphia on D. Lopez, the screen on Maxey. Wright, the pass to Lopez. Back to Wright. Beyond the arc. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. George has got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Lillard. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Just a big-time answer from Lillard. He competes as hard as anyone in this league.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Middleton. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Lillard, a screen on Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Right against Oubre. Right with the bucket. He's got 5.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's foul number 2 for him. And Maxey, here we go. Middleton against George. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And the 76ers get it back for 3. Maxey, not going to go that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Right outside. Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Misses the 3. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Embiid passes to Drummond. Inside. George against Middleton. George, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. It's stolen by Oubre. To the middle. And now the Sixers on the break. And Drummond with the jam.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hand. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
And that one's good. Lillard. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Embiid. Still without a bucket. George, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Embiid gets the bucket.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by George. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Joel Embiid with the board. The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. For 3, Maxey. Counted from distance. Maxey's got 6 points.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He is getting more comfortable out there.
Lillard outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top, up 3. And we'll be back short. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep watching them.
Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves. Because the stats, they back that up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Bucks on D. It's a 5-point game. And here's Oubre from the arc. Drills it from deep.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. BA?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And there's the screen. George, good. George has got 12 points.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. The try by Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
The defense gets cut to shreds by Lillard on the drive. He's just so quick and agile.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oubre, a screen on Middleton. It's George on the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Lillard. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
To the inside. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Drummond. Oubre on the wing. Defended by Lillard. Maxey with a screen on Lillard. And here's Oubre from the arc. Buries it from 3. Oubre's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Antetokounmpo with it. Oubre picks him up. Maxey against Lillard. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. There's a screen for 3. George. Oubre passes to George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Lillard against George. 3-pointer is up. Middleton gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Second team foul.
32 seconds left in the half. Oubre on the wing. Defended by Lillard. Out to Oubre. Lillard against Drummond. Maxey on the wing. Right with a steal.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And that one's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
The Bucks, 27.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter.
Thanks for tuning in.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Taking a peek now at... And that is going to do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Gary Trent is out there with Jackson. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Prince in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Trent, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Picked by Prince. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Jackson, the pass to Trent. Nice move. Jams it in off a great move.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
From behind the arc, sinks the tray. Trent's got 7 now in this quarter.
Ooh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 from the field. Okay.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. We got shirts, free shirts. Who wants them? Get up and make some noise.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Chalk up 2 there. McCain's gotten his first basket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Trent. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And here's Gordon from the arc. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail by 9. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you'd never understand. Ian?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. Martin, the pass to Martin. Martin a screen. Martin with the ball. And Connaughton picks him up defensively. Back to Martin. Gordon on the wing. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Bucks trail by 9. Trent outside. Pass to Prince. Jackson with a screen on Martin. Jackson outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Sixers lead by 9. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Martin. Off target with the three. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's McCain. Down low. Yabusele. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Bucks trail by 7. Connaughton, right side. Trent on the wing. Give him 8. And that one drops. And it's now only a 5-point 76ers lead.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now Jackson. Out to Portis. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Gordon. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Prince. Chris Middleton's checked in for Connaughton. And Wright subbed in for Jackson. Here's George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 19 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Middleton with a screen on Maxey. Here's Trent. Paul George pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 9. And he commits the intentional foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And here's Oubre from the arc. The putback. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee shooting the rock at 58%. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Lillard looking around. Middleton finds Lillard. Back to Middleton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
What is going on right now?
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
And here's Oubre from the arc.
They've been struggling to find success from distance here in the second half.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard finishing with authority.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
Maxey with a screen on Middleton. George. Oh, sweet move. And he sinks the layup. George has got 21 points in the game.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Lillard into the lane. And the dunk by Lillard.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Outside Maxey. Oubre on the wing. Sinks it from distance. And the 76ers lead by 10.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Right outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Oh, yes!
Whoa. Throw it down!
Oh.
And that one is stuffed right through.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 13. Pass to Lopez. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Right side Oubre from downtown. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The Sixers lead by 13. Three-pointer. And the jam by Drummond.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the 76ers.
Oh, sensational!
Yes.
What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
George, no good. Bucks trail by 13. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Lillard! What'd you expect?
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
They double-team George. And here's Oubre from the arc. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And George with the jam.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now here's Maxey. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Right outside. There's 21 seconds left in the game, and he banks in the layup. And here are the Sixers now. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Maxey. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that.
Case. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Maxey in at the point guard. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man or, if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Yep, that one goes.
That's toughness, that's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
From deep, George off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brunson scanning the floor. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Towns a screen on Oubre. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Maxey passes to George. Back to Maxey. At the top of the key, Embiid. He's off on that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Bridges against Oubre. Back to Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. The kick out to Towns. Here's Robinson. Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. There's the triple. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist. From Bridges. Anunoby's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for New York. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. And he drives in. Here's Anunoby. He's got 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Stolen by George. Pass to Oubre. Outside for George. From deep three-point land. Outside, Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Down low. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Towns with the bucket.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together. Involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And here's Oubre. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, George with no one around Gets an open look and hits. 11 points for George.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Brunson banked in off the glass.
Such an intelligent basketball play by Jalen Brunson. This guy understands how to get himself going in pick-and-roll action.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. Outside for Robinson. Back to Brunson. Towns, wide open. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brunson against Maxey. And the layup falls. Maxey's got 5.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. New York ahead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 4 slot. Now here is Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges passes to Anunoby. For the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's Towns. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. A three-pointer off the mark.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Brunson with a clean look. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
Maxey against Brunson. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Maxey. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Brunson with it. George picks him up. Here's Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. Brunson against Maxey. Misses from short range. So for New York, their last game a win against Atlanta. Anunoby finds Robinson and finished off by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson flat out working other players in the fast break. Sprint the floor, make it happen.
Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Off target with his 3. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Embiid. Will it go? The 76ers again can't hit it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one goes in, and it's a 7-point New York lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have have a discussion here on the sideline. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Oubre against Anunoby. Drummond sets the screen for George. Embiid in the corner. Outside, Maxey. Back to Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some fun.
Maxey against Hart. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Maxey passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, this is a team that depends on Paul George to fill it up. Such a skilled, versatile scorer.
Hart against Maxey. Now, here's Hart. Defense right on him. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 76ers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hart. Oubre with the steal. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Jalen Brunson, who's checked in for Hart.
ENT, everybody. Get loud for that once again.
27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson with it. Maxey covering. And that one's good. Brunson.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Got a piece of it. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Robinson a screen on Maxey. And here's Brunson outside. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 5. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan passport shot.
So, guys, what are your keys for the second half of a close one like this?
Rebound, passing, shooting. I think those will be important.
Let's move on, shall we? To that first half we just watched, guys. A tremendous start for Jalen Brunson. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Martin is out there with Caleb Martin. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Lowry. And it's Yabusele in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Yabusele. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Here's Dadier. From short range. And he comes up with the deuce. Adier's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gordon, the pass to Lowry. Kicks it out to Gordon from past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The shot's good from 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Martin, the pass to Martin. And stolen by Achua. Hart with it. And it's Martin picking him up. McBride with the ball. Still yet to score. Pass to Sims. And that one is hammered home.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Lowry kicks to Martin. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Martin's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, it's his intelligence that puts Kyle Lowry up there with the top assist men in the NBA.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Sims. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lets it go with the three.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achua. Send it back.
Here's Bona. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And looking at some numbers for Martin, how he did last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
It's stolen by Martin.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then it's an absolute disaster.
Outside Lowry. Outside for Martin. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Martin's got 5 now.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there? And what skill to knock it down?
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Here's McBride, and the layup's good off the glass.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Martin's in the post, defended by Hart, and it's Martin missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
It's good. He has 6.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Martin with a screen on Hart. Martin, the pass to Martin. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Lowry. Over McBride. A shot by Lowry, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Hart. Takes a three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. And so they foul intentionally.
Miles McBride. That's his 2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
Oubre for 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Knicks up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Jalen Brunson. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might
personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for your Sixers.
Officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Maxey hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. The kick out to Towns. Anunoby in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Anunoby's got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Brunson with it. Now defended by Oubre. Now Drummond. Ball's knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The kick out to Towns. 3-pointer.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from 3-point range here in the second half.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Trains it from beyond the arc. Oubre's got himself on the board with 3 there.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here is Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Embiid knocks it home from distance.
And Embiid being assertive offensively, wasting no time in getting that one.
Brunson against Maxey. Pass to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
There's Embiid and finds Maxey. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Bridges with it. Maxey covering. Bridges shot. Good.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Three-pointer by Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Brunson outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brunson's got 10 points now just in this quarter. To halt the run. Maxey, no good. New York leading by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Knicks.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
A 3-ball. Another miss by Maxey. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Robinson high post. Towns up top, covered by Oubre. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And so the coach's challenge here comes.
His second personal foul. Third team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Maxey attacking and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Anunoby has the open look. Can't connect. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about.
teams just getting out of the starting blocks on the season.
Funny, BA, because teams whose results last year finished off in places they thought they could have pushed themselves a little further tend to come out with a little bit more focus. And the sooner you can get to being sharp in the early part of the season, the more wins that you pile up. And that kind of confidence can really, really carry you a long way.
Now, New York starting 5. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the power forward position. Now here's Middleton. Doesn't go that time. Right against Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns. Now Robinson. Back to Anunoby. Screen by Robinson. 6 to shoot. Anunoby finds Brunson. The 3-ball. And Anunoby gets the 3.
Every year, Anunoby seems to gain more and more confidence, especially in his jump shot.
And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Middleton. The Knicks with the rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Lillard passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Middleton outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Middleton passes to Lopez. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Oh, Robinson with a block. Outside Anunoby. They get it again. Rejected by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Anunoby on the wing. 8 points in his last timeout. Clock at 6. And it's Brunson missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Brent, the Bucks have had 6 straight first-place finishes in their division. An impressive run.
Well, it took a couple years for Giannis to find his footing in the league, BA, but man, he's planted 2 feet in Milwaukee and made this team into something special. They have taken off.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie.
So many teams out there are trying to find their next Chris Middleton. This is a guy that works hard, always ready to drop a shot, will play defense. Such a switchblade at that wing position.
Now here's Brunson. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Bucks trail by 5. Now Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Lopez is a big guy, which gives him a huge advantage on the interior.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. And he goes in for the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Lillard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the paint. Poke loose. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. He tries for three. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks leading by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Sends it home from three-point land.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
For three, Bridges. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. For three, Bridges. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the floor for New York, we've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 2. Now here's Middleton. The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
Great concentration in close. Damian Lillard, an effective 3-level scorer.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Anunoby. Give him 8 points now. Brunson with the bucket.
And mixing it up down low. Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Damian Lillard. Serious hops.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Anunoby passes to Towns. No good with the triple. The Bucks trail by 3. Middleton outside. Right outside. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Wright's got 5.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Anunoby finds Towns. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
And he comes up with a bucket. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, BA. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Second chance effort. Out to Bridges. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Middleton passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Wright from the arc. The Knicks with the rebound. Last time they met was in New York.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Anunoby for 3. Anunoby with another miss. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. And the layup is good. Lillard's got 11.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Brunson. Inside goes Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 3.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they pulled out in front.
Here's Towns. Banked it in off the glass. 7 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now a minute to check in with it. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Come one.
And a look here now at the Bucks. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good. I'd be dominating down low.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the New York Knicks.
They've been choosy.
Glad you could join us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Bobby Portis out there with Pat Connaughton. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Prince. And it's Trent in at the point. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Here's McBride. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Trent, the pass to Connaughton. Pass to Prince. Deflected.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. Here's McBride. Knocks down the long J. And it's a 9-point Knick lead.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Knocks down the triple. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
First team foul.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Jackson outside. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Sims.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's the three. Here's Achua. Pass to Dadier. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Hart from long range fires in the triple.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the three.
Prince. The rebound by Sims.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's McBride. And the three off target. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Jackson. They swipe it. Achua against Jackson. Here's Dadier. Achua can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Portis gets the bucket.
Once he has the ball, if his feet are set up, Bobby's going to let those rip.
McBride passes to Achua.
Oh, yes, sir! Wow! Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Trent for three. Drains the triple. Trent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 50 seconds left in the third quarter here. And he makes it.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
It's Prince on the wing. Back to Trent. Pass to Prince. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And Dadier pulls it down.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Prince with the bucket. And here's McBride. Achua for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the...
Guys, we're still in this.
Let's go. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Knicks.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys, they're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Anunoby against Middleton. And a strong finish with two hands.
With a little zest that time, Anunoby unleashing that athleticism at the rim.
Right outside. To the middle. Here's Lopez. What a terrific move that is.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Top of the key. And it's New York with another.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Lillard against Anunoby. And the dunk by Lillard.
Well, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Lopez. Puts up a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. Bridges passes to Brunson. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Right outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Hey, from beyond the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Middleton, no good. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Towns. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
They grab their own miss. Middleton finds Lopez. Fires from deep. Here's Antetokounmpo. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. And that's an intentional foul.
Damian Lillard, third personal foul. Second team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Brunson taking his time here. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's got 25 points in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Knicks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Brunson.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. And he makes it on the layup.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Down low. Here's Wright. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Jalen Brunson picks one up. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for Milwaukee.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Smooth sailing for New York. Left side Brunson. Towns outside. Outside Anunoby. Fires the 3. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah.
Got it. Sport. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul George, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. DeJuan Wright is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Here they are, game one of the season. Wow, it's fun to be here. And Clark, this is the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
Right against Oubre. And that one's good. Right.
That's just a good example of Wright taking what the defense gives. I mean, why settle for an outside shot when there's room to work inside?
Right against Maxey. Oubre, a screen on Middleton. George laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Lillard. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Lillard is tough in there. Muscling that one home.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now, here's Lillard. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. You just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now, right. Paul George missing from long range. Puts it up. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Lopez.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick and roll situations, clearly.
And George kicks to Oubre. Back to George. From downtown, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw tonight. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Just 5 to shoot, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
Middleton, a screen on Maxey. Here's Lillard. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Back to George. Shoots the 3. Lillard with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shots good by Middleton.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 1:05 left in the first. Pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the paint. Lopez with the steal.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Lillard finds Wright. Lets it go from deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
On the wing, Giannis. Back to Lillard. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Middleton looking it over. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Bucks. He got into double digits. And And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair. Damian Lillard out there with Wright, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
That puts them in the lead. Maxi's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Wright against Maxey. And Wright kicks to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal. Oubre passes to Maxey. With the drive, lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Very capable in catch-and-shoot situations. Kelly Oubre Jr. is somebody you want to set up.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Now, here's George. He's got 7. Embiid knocks it home from distance.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
It's George on the wing. Centered by Lillard. The shot by George, no good. Bucks trail by 3. It's Wright on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Wright's got 5.
Now that is huge when Wright is connecting from deep. It really spreads the floor for him and his teammates.
Here's Maxey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Now here's Wright. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
No good with the layup.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Right. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
This has always been a strength for Wright, attacking downhill off the dribble.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Now, here's Lillard. He had 25 points in the win against Philadelphia.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Poked away. Middleton with it. George picks him up. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
Lopez finds Wright. Lillard with a screen for Wright with 4 seconds on the clock. And it's good.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
To the center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Knicks. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one. And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it. And that'll do it for halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Martin is out there with Martin. And there's Gordon. And it's McCain in at the 1 spot. The Bucks train. Trent goes in, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Gordon against Jackson. Martin for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Bucks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And here is Connaughton. Scoreless thus far. Prince wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And now a 5-point Bucks lead.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Connaughton against Martin. Pass to Bona. Martin the screen. Here's McCain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater. McCain's got his second basket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Trent, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Boy, nice job that time by Prince to stay focused and not lose control of the shot despite drawing the foul.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Martin. Jackson against Gordon. Jackson kicks to Trent. Outside for Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Trent. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Jackson, that's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's McCain. He's defended by Connaughton. Jackson against Gordon. Back to Martin. Doesn't go for him. Bucks leading by 6. And a wide open look for Portis. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. There's the drive. Basket good. McCain's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
It's Trent on the wing. He's got 5. Jackson finds Trent. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Martin from outside. Drills it from outside. And now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Connaughton. And the rebound goes to Martin. The 76ers trail by 4. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And the Bucks miss again.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Bucks lead by 1. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. DeJuan Wright is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in its center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Maxey passes to Oubre. Kicks it out to Maxey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Milwaukee's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And that one, good. for this quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Oubre kicks to Drummond. Back to Oubre. 76ers moving the ball around. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Lopez with the steal.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Lillard surveying the D. Puts up a three. And it's Lillard again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Maxey with it. He's picked up by Lopez. George against Middleton. And they will fall over the back on the play.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Lillard outside. Middleton, a screen on Oubre. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Steele's such a fantastic penetrator. When Dame Lillard spots a lane, he doesn't pass it up.
Floats it up free. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Lillard with it. Now defended by Embiid. 6 to shoot. Back to Lillard. No one near him. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's George. And he lays it straight in.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Antetokounmpo dishes to right. Now Giannis. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Kick out to Giannis. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
Love that from Antetokounmpo. No hesitation.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Thank you, David. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, this guy certainly knows how to take over a game. I wonder who made George mad tonight. They're paying for it now.
Giannis a screen on George. Right, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The layup missed. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious. Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Finished off the break. Middleton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Lillard gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Love the way Lillard can contort his body ever so slightly, able to protect the ball right there.
And Philadelphia calls time here. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Maxey. Hits it from three-point range. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lopez left side. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. George way outside. Off the mark. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we... All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge.